Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get this beatmap ID displaying on your stream, as well as, if you don't already have it, possibly a PP counter as well. The purpose of the beatmap display is kind of to act as like a MP command, where regardless of what map you're playing, it will always show the beatmap ID. And with that, you can make a command on your stream, just like !MP. Oops. Let me turn on display capture here. Oops, didn't mean to SFA on you. So on your stream, you can make a command. This is what it would be for Nightbot here. This is probably the one I'm going to add, where it basically just says, regardless of the ID that's shown on screen, you can just add it to the end of this link here, and that's the beatmap, or you can just put the ID directly into osu direct. Okay, so what you're going to need for this is you're going to need osu installed. If you don't have that, I don't know. You're going to need gosu memory, which I currently have running, and you should have running too if you're going to be following along. And you're also going to need a notepad. That's it. Okay. So first, if you don't have gosu memory installed, I will leave this link in the description. It will bring you to exactly here. You're just going to have to scroll down, and right where it says download the latest release, you're just going to want to click on that. I'm going to open it in a new tab for my case. And then depending on whether you are on Linux or on Windows, and whether you are on an Intel processor or an AMD processor, you will have to download the correct file. So I am on a Windows PC with a Intel processor, so I downloaded this file. Perfect. Okay, so let's move over to OBS first. So what you're going to need for OBS, well, actually, you're going to have to go back to the gosu memory link here, same link, and you're just going to want to copy this URL right here. It's right under where you downloaded, just right there on the page. Go back into OBS, and here I am going to delete this and then re-add that, and you'll see why in a second. You're just going to want to click this plus or the add, then browser. Rename it accordingly to whatever you want. I'm going to name it beatmap ID 3. This is the default pop-up. After you do that, you're just going to want to get rid of this URL and put in the URL I just had you copy from the gosu memory page. Then after this URL, you are just going to want to type in / and then traffic light. No space, capital for the start of each word. Okay? And then you're going to want to click OK. This will pop up. Notice how this is different than what I showed earlier. This is what I showed earlier. If you are okay with this, so if you don't already have a PP counter on your stream and you like the way this looks and everything, you can just click off this video here, and I'm glad I could help you. If you don't like how this looks, say you already have a PP counter like previously stated, I will show you how to get your beatmap ID to look like this and not also show PP 100s, 50s, misses, slider breaks, etc. Okay, so you can now go out of OBS, and what you are going to need to do is open your File Explorer, and you are going to need to locate where your gosu memory is installed. Mine is on my D drive, right in this folder here, so I'm just going to open it. And then from here, you are going to need to find the static file and open that, and then the traffic light file and open that. You will be met with this page, and okay, for the next step, this is kind of important. If you have, say, like Visual Studio or Notepad++, you won't need to do this, but if you are following along exactly, and I'm going to be doing it this way for people who don't have any of those programs, so they don't have to install anything, it is important that you see .html and .js on these files. If you only see it looking like this and it just says index and index, what you are going to have to do on your File Explorer is click View, and then File Extension Names, and make sure this is checked. Now that we're here, what we're going to do is we are going to edit the HTML file first. So you're just going to want to have that selected, then right click, rename, and delete .html and replace it with .txt. You will get a pop-up saying that this might break the file. Don't worry, it won't break the file. You are going to want to click yes, and now it is just a text document. You can now open it, and this is what you'll be met with. If you don't understand it, don't worry. You don't need to understand it. I'll show you what you need to delete. From here to here, this is getting rid of, here, if I can show you on the screen, this is getting rid of this PP thing. So if you don't want the PP and you just want it to show your hundreds, misses, whatever, you can delete this. Oops. And then the PP will be gone. If you also want the 100s, 50s, misses, slider breaks gone, you just have to delete from here to here. Okay. And I will close this as well. Now that you've done that, you can just Control S or click File and Save to save the file, and then you can exit out of that. Now what you're going to want to do is make sure it's highlighted, right click, rename, and delete the .txt and instead replace it with .html. Yet again, you'll get this pop-up saying it'll break the file. Don't care, click yes. Okay, everything's good. We are now going to do the exact same with the index.js file. So make sure it's highlighted, rename it instead of .js, .txt. Oh no, it's gonna break, don't care, and then open the file. Yet again, if you don't understand it, don't worry. Okay, so first you are going to want to delete these. If you only want to delete certain ones, like the PP or the green, purple, red, whatever, just delete the ones that are, I guess, important to you, whatever. So I'm going to delete these, and then also I'm going to want to delete these if statements here that, like I said, if you're deleting all of them, just delete all of these. If not, delete the ones that are only important. Okay, then Control S or File Save again. Then you can exit out, rename the file, and instead of .txt, just do .js. Click yes, and then there you go. Now, if on your stream you still see this, what you're going to need to do is open your OBS again, and you are going to want to right-click on your bitmap ID source, click on Properties, then scroll down here and click Refresh Cache of the current page. And then it will look like this. All right, just another stylistic thing, by the way. If you want your bitmap ID to be like over your PP counter, just make sure it's above it in the sources, or if you want your PP counter to be over your bitmap ID, you know, whatever. But here, I'll show you what that now looks like in game. Obviously, it won't look the prettiest because it looks bad, but there you go. And then this will just be what shows on your stream. And then regardless of what map you're on, it will always have the bitmap ID. I hope this could help a couple of you, and have a good day.